Every man and woman on this planet has a comfort zone that he or she shares with the people that he or she is most comfortable with. Family, friends, partners, people we know, people we have an emotional attachment with, and no one else. Except our barbers. We all know how essential good haircuts are. I mean, come on. A good haircut is a great confidence booster, makes you look attractive, feel handsome, and delusional that every girl is staring at you, while a bad haircut only gets you bullied by Rishikesh at school. God, I hated him. But today, am I going to talk about the times I had a bad haircut? No. But rather the people who gave them. The barbers. In most cases, getting a haircut is a healthy interaction between two people. You're sitting on a chair, close to someone, maybe conversing, having somewhat of a physical contact with them, discussing your personal psychological problems. My mom hates me. I mean, I won't be surprised if most of you guys had a romantic relationship with your barber, right? Right? Cause in the end, they're nice people, right? You're nice, they're nice, everyone's nice. Listen to me, you simpleton. You don't know them enough, not as much as I do. I almost died that day. The flashbacks are so cringy. Paperback, what happened? What happened? What happened? Are you new on this channel? Don't you know we need to create a long, boring build-up first? Mister, what happened? Bring me juice. Having a proper haircut has always been a strict protocol for every brown school ever. It needs to be followed. And you will follow it. You know why? Cause no one likes a good old morning beating. And you know how brave I am. So whenever things went slightly out of control in the hair department, I knew where I had to go. My old neighborhood barbershop, the place I was visiting since I was a fetus. But there was something strange about this part of the neighborhood. You see, it was owned by one-sided heartbroken lovers, aka T-series fanatics. Cause whenever I visited that area, there was always some super retro romantic Bollywood music playing somewhere in the back. His shop had 2 barber chairs, but he was the only one to ever work there. So maybe he was bad at maths, which explains why he was a barber. Finally, he would reveal himself, an average looking man with a pale purple vest. There were also these giant rave curtains inside his shop, and occasionally while he was doing my hair, he would go behind them. And I would always wonder, what's behind them? Maybe some supplies? Maybe a kidnapped kid? And I declare him the best barber ever, okay? To wear a vest. Anyways, enough build up. But things took a bit of a turn when my parents decided to move out of town. This cringy small towner was now living in a city. But soon the 8th grader me was dealing with some minor inconveniences. Minor homesickness, minor loneliness, and some minor bullying. At one point I even cried. It took a bit of a while to get familiar with new things, but I finally did. And soon enough it was time to obey the hair protocol. But things were a bit different now, cause I was also dealing with my first one-sided crush. I settled for the first one that I visited, and I'm torn if I can call it a salon or not. Because the people who work there, what's the decent way to put this, are thugs. And I'm their regular customer. Hey, don't look at me like that. I get it. I said it, okay? Of all the people you shouldn't be comfortable with, thugs and gang members are the very top of the list. But hear me out, I have my share of reasons. Reason number 1, I can't tell you that. Reason number 2, they're surprisingly not that bad. Reason number 3, and the most important one, cause they have the most exciting stories of all time. Listening them talk about gangs and gang wars and how one of them had to hide in a graveyard from a police chase is so entertaining. How 2 of their fellow gang members had a fight going on with each other because one of them bought a piece of land from other guy's mother, who was convinced by her minor daughter, who also happened to be the other guy's girlfriend, but denied the relationship when asked. And now the boyfriend is arrested. Who'd not want to hear such juicy gossip? Also, what? This kind of stuff gets you 1 million views on YouTube. And I gotta say this, it's hilarious how dangerous your business is and how short you are, my dudes. How can you call yourself a thug when you're literally 5 foot tall? Even a gnome is 2 inches taller than you. And who are these people that you're fighting? Freaking teddy bears? But let me make a shocking revelation. Despite being thugs, they weren't the worst barber experience that I ever had. Of all my experiences ever, there's one scumbag who stands out above all. The number 1 reason why I settle for my gnomes and the worst nightmare of my comfort zone. The time I almost got murdered by a barber. It was a very normal afternoon and I desperately needed a haircut cause my mom would not stop nagging about it. But the thug salon was closed, so I took my luck, went to the market and found a barber shop right in front of me. And again, I'm torn cause it wasn't a shop, it was more of a I don't know, shack. And for some stupid reason, I don't know why, I thought to myself, you know what? Salons are so expensive, they are a scam. And I'm a very logical and respectable person. I shouldn't visit those thugs, I have a reputation. I'ma go to this super sketchy looking thingy and prove that price is just a number. People who visit salons are a hypocrite of democratic economy. Screw you, Apple! What I didn't realize that this stupid analogy would have cost me the most dearest thing to my heart, my throat. Gave my luck goodbye, went to the shack, saw no one inside, and just as I was going to leave, a voice comes from behind. He'll be back in a minute, get in! Have you ever hated a man that you just met 2 seconds ago? Anyways, I went in and waited for some time until he finally arrived. A skinny man with a goatee in a white vest. What's with the vest? I'm gonna call him Shrek. You'll know why. He made me sit, started cutting my hair, and the standard procedure went on. To be honest, it was kinda weird. I was so not feeling his vibe, and somehow through the mirror, we made eye contact. No! This guy is drunk! I realized there was no time to be an introvert. I stood up furiously, looked at him and said, "Look, mister, enough is enough. How dare you touch my beautiful locks with your drunk breath? I deserve better. I'm leaving right now. Do not follow me." You know I didn't say that, right? Instead, I said, my salty head became a challenge for him, so I put my locks between his fingers and started smoking. Nah, I'm just kidding. I became more and more scared. I didn't want my gravestone to say, "died in a shack." No! That would be the lamest gravestone ever. I tried to calm myself. Okay, let's stay positive. He might be drunk, but then just put the scalp down. Put it down! Put it down! Oh my god, this is going to be the end of me. I might die today. Hey, you bastard! It's your wife! Okay, where's my coffin? Suddenly his Fiona has appeared in the pictures and now they're having a full-on family feud right behind me. While this moron is giving me an undercut with a scalpel.
You left me at my mother's house.
I prayed for someone to save me. I wanted this nightmare to end. But he was drunk. She was furious. Leave them. Even the man from outside has joined their battle. Isn't it strange how wise a man acts when it comes to solving everyone else's problem? When in reality, his own life is a freaking train wreck? I thought for sure there was going to be a divorce. Like, between my head and neck. Thankfully, my luck finally returned. And after a long traumatic haircutting session, I was finally done. And so, I freaking sprinted. He freaking blew my comfort zone.